Hello, and welcome to Becky's House of Sewing. We discuss all things thread and needle here, mostly cross-stitch and quilting, but embroideries, never wool felting, wool applique, all things thread and needle. So welcome if it's your first time here. Very glad you're here. I'm glad to be here as well. And here comes Mia. Mia. Mona Mia. She's wagging her tail. She went to the vet today. And she's gained a whole ½ pound. Oh, so tired. It's rough being this cute. So I don't know if you can see in the video, but her ribs are well hidden now. So the vet said, I think she's at the perfect weight. And I said, I think so too. So only 1 scoop of food in the morning for her instead of 2. Still give her plenty of treats. So she's been a busy girl today. Got a clean bill of health. Had very dirty ears, but that has been remedied. All right, little puppies. So she's all squared away, ready to go. So that's the update on Mia. She'll have an interesting weekend since I will be at work and my husband is on his first trip since we've had her. So that should be fun. Hopefully she can stay calm, cool, and collected. We'll see how that goes. But I'm sure she'll settle right in. She was not very well behaved at the vet. She's very comfortable with us, so she is now barking at people that she is unfamiliar with. And she kind of went after a dog. Not cool. She barked like at any of the dogs, but like wagging her tail excited. So, I think obedience training will continue to curb that and make her a very good dog because she's so pretty and she's such an interesting dog being blind that I want her to be able to be social with other people and with dogs. So I'm used to having more laid back animals that didn't necessarily care about that, but that comes with age too. And she's only 3. So we've got some work to do. I've done very little stitching from week to week. I've not been doing a lot of during the week stitching. And today I didn't make a lot of I made progress. I didn't make as much progress because I ripped out a lot. So when you rip things out, it sounds like when you're ripping it, sounds like what a frog makes. So some people call it frogging. So Ron, new term today, frogging. Let me show you where I'm at. So I did finish the alphabets all the way to the N. That's the first frogging situation. Last week, if you remember, I got to the J, K situation. And I had the thread all ready for the L, and I had it just kind of stuck in my work. And so when I started Wednesday stitching with my mom this morning, I just took that thread, looked at the chart, started on the J. I got like halfway through the K and I realized I had already done the J and K. And what I was interested in, or what that reminds me of, is that watching a lot of the Flosstubers that reproduce old samplers, like from the 17 and 1800s, their alphabets were sometimes different. And J was one of the last letters added to the alphabet. So I always, think about that when I get to the J. So interesting. So I did make a little progress. I am a little motivated, so I might stitch tonight while the hubs is gone, and I can watch whatever I want, and I don't have him telling me weird stories in the middle of the most important part of the TV show. I don't know if anybody else does that. So anyway, I did have other things to show you other than Little Miss Mia. You know, my mom went to People, Places, and Quilts in Somerville, our favorite quilt shop. And she has decided, she has pronounced that she needs to be there once a year at a minimum. And I said, Mom, I can get behind that statement. So I think we're going to try and plan an annual journey down there. And, I mean, it helps that we have family to go visit, but even if they were out of town when we planned the trip, we would enjoy ourselves greatly. They found lots of good restaurants down there, so we're on the books. But the moral of the story is that my mommy bought me presents. She loves me. Okay, so first up, you know how I love a good lapel pin. So this is my newest lapel pin, but my second to newest lapel pin was a honor at work, which is kind of cool. I don't remember if I talked about it or not, but I got a gold lapel pin for work that says Expert Designer. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but I work at the Container Store. I do in-home design specialist is my title. So I do a lot of designing virtually and in homes, closets, pantries, hallway closets, craft rooms, garages, all the spaces is what I'm saying. And last year I met a milestone in sales that I was not alone in the company, but it wasn't everybody that did it. So it was very exciting to have sold $1 million worth of closets. So good on me. And I got a lapel pin in it. I had no idea a lapel pin was in on the deal. I probably would have. I literally cried when I got it because I was so excited that I got a lapel pin. Welcome to my world, people. All right, but wait, there's more things that my mom got me. She got me a panel, and it was She Who Sews by J. Recker Frisch. Let's pretend I'm saying that correctly. It's a Riley Blake design. And can I just tell you, what strikes me about this is not only is it pretty cute, but it is the softest material for a panel. I like to touch it. So here's some of it here. So it's a girl made out of like sewing supplies. And She Who Sews, with some fun text. My mom said there is companion, here's the bottom, companion pieces to it. But I like that her hat is a tomato pin cushion. Isn't that cute? So, thanks, Mom. But wait, there's more. Don't go away. Don't run away. Don't walk around like little Miss Mia. You might miss something. I don't know if you can hear her pacing, but she's pacing. She also got me this book. And I've always really liked this pattern. There's another similar pattern called Gypsy's Wife. And I don't know if it's by the same person. Sorry, I'm hiccuping. But let me just tell you, this book is also, it's kind of a pamphlet feeling. There's some templates in here and obviously layouts. But there's a couple of different types of materials. Like this is a little printout of all the squares and such. I hope I'm not showing anything that's proprietary. But real cute book. And then she showed me her haul, and then I got jealous and had to buy some of the stuff. Well, she bought this book, and I don't have my cell phone in here to read you the exact title, but when it arrives, I'll be able to show you next week. It is embroidery patterns for 1-inch hexagons. with a cute pattern to go with it. So like cute things like scissors and a cat, and yeah, I was like, I want that. Because I know I could probably draw something myself, but it's sometimes it's nice to follow a pattern. And I'm in a place in my hobby where, being a working woman that I am, yeah, I kind of need somebody else just to guide me. So I think that might be fun to maybe even do some of those patterns on my denim quilt that's over here looking at me like, why have you forgotten me? Now I'm trying not to sneeze. Always good television. So that's about it in my crafting journey this week, which is pretty quiet. I do want to give a couple of shout outs because this week we have a couple birthdays in the Wednesday Stitcher group. Woo! So very, very happy birthday to my cousin Neil. Love you very much. Very dear person, and I'm so glad we're family. So glad we're family because you always make me feel more normal. Like, oh, I've never been more seen or heard than when I hang with Neil. So that's always good. And we influence each other to buy things. Also, you know, perfect cousin to have. And then Rachel, her birthday is just a couple days away. So happy birthday to you too. I hope it's a great day and you get to do lots of fun things. And I think that's it. So my plans for now, I mean, obviously we all know I have laundry to do because I always talk about having laundry to do. So I'm going to do some laundry. I think I'll do some stitching. And I'm undecided. I might watch some TV while I do it, or I might just listen to a podcast. But I'm going to hang out with the Mias and let her kind of chill and relax after being poked and prodded at the vet. And I think that's it, people. Have a great week. I hope you get to do lots of stitching. More stitching than I am able to do, obviously, in a week. But, yeah, I really just, I want like a week off where I could just play in my sewing room. That sounds marvelous, doesn't it? So, Aunt Mary Lou, Maureen Vines, we need to talk so we can arrange times to go up to Boone. Because somebody's going to need a ride up there from the airport, I'm sure. Okay. We have our marching orders, plan some sewing vacations, do a little sewing, and that's it. Have a very great week. I'll see you next time.